Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today let's talk about the wind fruit, or the possibility of one. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about what the wind fruit would entail. Remember, this is just pure speculation and hopefulism, like just being bloody hopeful this devil fruit will actually make it in, because not only would this be a Logia type devil fruit, I'm pretty certain a very powerful character would probably have this devil fruit. But other than that, we did cover the possibility of this devil fruit's idea when we covered the Monkey D. Dragon video on how he could possibly have the wind fruit. Now, if the wind fruit is a Logia type devil fruit, this would be quite a good thing, because being able to be completely wind means you can pretty much fly, so that's pretty damn badass if I do say so myself. Just the power of flight's just overpowered in an archipelago world such as One Piece. But I was thinking more along the lines of what it could actually do. So not only could it actually be able to control, manipulate and become wind, so you can control the winds around you, produce winds, you could basically be wind and just thing. The idea is, could you remove the air from a certain area if you had the wind fruit? I would say this is a high possibility, but we already saw this with the gas fruit from Caesar Clown, so I doubt that we will see this once again. But then again, we have had many curveballs when it comes to Oda and his writing style, so would not, well, fingers crossed, I would like to see that on top of the other fingers crossed of the actual devil fruit being real. But not only that, I was thinking about this, and he can create a tornado, or even better yet, a hurricane. Like, think about it. You've got the wind Logia devil fruit, you're just walking around, hurricane, boom! Like, I think that would be more of an awakened type thing, but or like a really powerful move. We really haven't seen the power of an awakened Logia type properly, so to speak. We've only really seen the aftermath after a Logia has been awakened. But we'll get back to awakenings in a second. The next thing that I would like to say is he or she, who actually has this devil fruit, I'm edging onto dragon at this moment in time, aren't I, by just saying he. But you could produce storms. You seriously could. You could play around with the wind in such a way as you could manipulate the air around you in order to bring cool and hot air up, such as Nami does. So, to be honest, if there would be any other likely candidate of having a Logia type wind devil fruit, give it to Nami, because she would know how to use it. Like, makes sense, right? Because then she could create her tempos just by being crazy. Like, that would give the glass cannon of Nami some actual defense when it comes to some low tier members of enemies when we're actually going about the One Piece universe. Now I'd like to go on to awakenings, and the only awakenings of Logia type devil fruits we have seen is the aftermath of Punk Hazard, when Aokiji or Kuzan and Akainu fought each other in order to gain Fleet Admiral. Now, this turned the island of Punk Hazard into a half, it kind of looks like a Pokeball, let's be honest. A red magma fiery place of one part of Punk Hazard, and to an all the time barren snow iceland thing. Basically, it's always cold on one side and it's always boiling hot on the other, and there's volcanoes on one and there's snow on the other. It's just insane, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But that's the aftermath after two people have awakened, so to speak. Because you can definitely tell that they have become awakened when it comes to this devil fruit. And I would go as far as to say, if that's the case, when it comes to any other Logia type devil fruit, if you're awakened, it kind of manipulates the area, not only the area around you, but when it comes to the Logias, it kind of like just transforms the entire environment permanently. Like when it comes to a Paramecia awakening, it only does it for a short amount of time. But when it comes to a Logia, it's like always that case. So I was thinking the Rumble fruit that an L has, or Eneru has, oh god, Eneru, it would be insane to find out that the backstory of that devil fruit, of the Rumble fruit, like somewhere in the past when Eneru wasn't alive and it was still in circulation, that devil fruit, that the island of Fort Lightning, like always has the lightning coming down on it as you come into the Grand Line, that was like an awakened part of the Rumble fruit, because that would be kind of like what the Rumble fruit would be like awakened. It would be consistent lightning everywhere. And we kind of see this in Punk Hazard when it comes to the Magu no Mi and the Hihi no Mi. So that when it comes to that, it's kind of like one of those things. So I was wondering, when it comes to the Wind fruit, what would bloody happen? Would it be like an area that's consistently having a storm? Yeah, that'd be pretty spot on if we go by the logic that I've just stated, or what I've just discussed previously. So what would happen? You could create a permanent hurricane island. That'd be pretty terrifying to get around. You could create something that's consistently having a storm around it, so not just the lightning, but you've also got the wind and everything. That'd be like near on impossible to get to that island. So it'd be one of those things where it'd be like that, and that is so cool to actually ponder on. And I must say, it's a great idea to come along and think about this type of devil fruit, because I really like the idea of a wind Logia type devil fruit. I really want to take it off the table when it comes to this type of devil fruit, and it's like one of those ones where it's amazing to ponder on. So tell me what you think on this type of devil fruit idea, and do you reckon it will actually be possible in the One Piece scenario? Personally, I think it's going to be dragon, but that is a conversation for a previous video that I've already done. I was going to say in the future, but pretty much covered it with the dragon video. So check that out if you haven't seen that. Have a lovely rest of the day, guys, and I shall see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye-bye.